The investigation into an MDC guard accused of raping an inmate has taken an even darker turn. Two more victims say Enoch Arvizo did the same to them. And as our special assignment team found out, jail investigators knew he was trouble years ago. Matt Grubbs has tonight's report.
This was a horrific incident that was perpetrated upon an inmate.
I absolutely feel he's a predator.
Victim's attorney Nicole Moss says it wouldn't have been hard for jail guard Enoch Arvizo to rape an inmate at the 2nd Judicial District Courthouse, as he's accused of doing last month while she was handcuffed and shackled.
It's very easy. They have free reign. They are in control over the movement of the inmates in the courthouse.
As judges hear cases, inmates shuffle in and out of the courtroom, escorted by guards, most of the time without incident. Detectives think Arvizo may have exploited that control and raped inmates in spots where security cameras couldn't catch what was happening.
Like a true predator, he took advantage of circumstances.
At least 2 more female inmates say Arvizo raped them this year in a similar way.
KRQE News 13 has learned the 2 women did not know each other. They didn't know the particulars of the rape that Arvizo has already been arrested for. In fact, one of the women didn't speak up until detectives contacted her when they'd been tipped off that she might have been raped.
Which opens the possibility that a serial rapist was working as a jail guard, something MDC Chief Philip Greer finds unconscionable.
It's horrific. It shocks the conscience. It's a horrible situation.
And it's all the more sickening because the Metro Detention Center fired Enoch Arvizo 6 years ago. Back then, he worked as a tracker here. That's the person who monitors people who are on electronic ankle bracelets. The jail's own investigation found that he raped a woman who was on an ankle monitor and then lied about it.
News 13 got a hold of Arvizo's personnel file. Arvizo admitted to having sex with the woman 3 times, mostly in a car at a local park. Arvizo said he didn't see an ankle monitor during those encounters and didn't know the woman was an inmate.
It is always illegal for a guard to have sex with an inmate. Always.
Arvizo was lying, investigators said. He failed a polygraph. But at a hearing, a union rep tried the hell hath no fury defense.
This case also involves a scorned woman who, after being discarded due to her CCP status, was bent on revenge and did everything she could to make Officer Arvizo suffer for ending their relationship.
The problem was that the inmate ended things, not Arvizo. Former MDC Director Ron Torres fired Arvizo.
Do you think they had enough to terminate him there?
Based on my review, yes.
But Torres reinstated Arvizo 5 months later because of what he called a, quote, display of remorse, unquote. Greer thinks it was a huge mistake.
My perception on the matter is it was likely due to mismanagement of a personnel matter.
You know, he's the fox in the hen house for the last 7 years, and it looks like he's continued doing it.
The investigation isn't over. Detectives expect to interview more potential victims in the coming weeks.
That's chilling.
It's horrifying.
Matt Grubbs, KRQE News 13.
Criminal charges were never filed in the 2008 case. In fact, law enforcement was never notified about it. We asked Ron Torres to tell us why he reinstated Arvizo after he'd been fired. We did not hear back. You can read more about that on our KRQE app.